Hello, I'm Kirsten, and this is my individual presentation for Business Law and Ethics 2. I will be presenting on equal pay for equal work. What is equal pay for equal work? Well, equal pay for equal work is the idea that people who have the same job and work for the same employer should receive the same pay. Equal pay for equal work could cover several things like race, color, nationality, and religion. For my presentation, I will be focusing on how equal pay for equal work is affected by gender. Some history for equal pay for equal work for men and women starts in 1869. Women who worked in the Treasury Department of the U.S. government made only half as much as their male co-workers. In 1883, there was a large strike by the Western Union Telegraph Company, with part of its goal being equal pay for equal work. It was unsuccessful, but showed early public demand for fair pay for women. In World War I, women were offered more jobs so that men could choose jobs that supported the war more. With more women participating in work that men would ordinarily do, the National War Labor Board decided that they should be paid the same, stating, "If it shall become necessary to employ women on work ordinarily performed by men, they must be allowed equal pay for equal work." In World War II, the similar thing continued to happen, with more women working in factories. Equal pay was wanted by unions and male workers, but part of the effort came from the fear that when male workers returned, that their salaries would lower. In 1947, Secretary of Labor Louis Scheckenwell-Bash tried to get an equal pay amendment passed, arguing that there's no sex difference in the food she buys or the rent she pays. There should be none in her pay envelope. It was unsuccessful because of the returning soldiers and the increased expectation of women staying at home. In 1963, the Equal Pay Act was passed by John F. Kennedy, and over the years, more laws have been passed. History has come a long way for equal pay. However, there are still issues with women and equal pay for equal work. In 2013, men's hourly wages were on average 16.2% higher than women's. And in 2015, full-time working women made only 78% of what men earned, and women of color made even less than that. Over the years, many laws have come about trying to achieve equal pay for equal work. The Equal Pay Act prohibits employers from paying employees of one gender less than employees of another gender for doing substantially the same work. This law focuses mostly on pay. To prove that there has been unfairness in pay, an employee must prove that they put equal effort, equal skill, equal responsibility, and work in similar working conditions with with the opposite sex. An employer can justify their discrepancies in pay if an employee has seniority, merit, quality and quantity of work, and other factors other than sex. The Pregnancy Discrimination Act makes it illegal to discriminate based on pregnancy, childbirth, or conditions that are related to a pregnancy. A pregnancy should be treated like any other medical condition that an employee can have. The Family Medical Leave Act allows parents, regardless of gender, to take off time to spend with family or medical emergencies. Some laws that have been proposed but are not yet laws are the Paycheck Fairness Act, which would increase penalties for employers who pay different wages to men and women for equal work, and the Fair Pay Act, which would expand the scope of the Equal Pay Act. One of the newest laws is the Lilly Ledbetter Fair Pay Act of 2009, which clarifies that the time limit for suing an employer for pay discrimination begins each time they issue a paycheck and is not limited to the original discriminatory act. This law came about because of a case of Ledbetter versus Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company Inc. in 2007, where a woman claimed that past sexual discrimination resulted in a lower pay increase over her 20-year career, which resulted in significant pay discrepancies between her and her male co-workers. The issue was that the suit was not filed within 180 days of the alleged unlawful employment practice. She argued that each paycheck she received was a new violation of the statute and therefore should reset the clock regarding the filing claim. The court rejected her argument, and it was found that she did not file the suit in a timely manner. So the law came about. A lot has been done to try to achieve equal pay for equal work, and hopefully as time goes on, we will get closer and closer to achieving that goal. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you for watching.